What's good, y'all? It's your boy Dream Team Buddha coming to you with an injury update. We got some bad news, man. We got some bad news. Bobby Wagner missed practice for the second consecutive day, and we need him. This is one of the biggest games, if not the biggest game of this year. Divisional round versus Detroit Lions, and that crazy offense they got. We need them.
Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commander.
The injury report just came out today, and as you would expect, it's pretty lengthy. We playing January football, so it's a lot of guys that's on the injury report. And you know that the Lions, their injury report is somewhat short because they had a bye week. That's the benefit of being the number one seed. But for us, we got two people that didn't practice today. Yesterday we had a lot of DNPs, but it was for like veteran rest days, and it really was like a walkthrough. So everybody didn't really have to be out there. But today, to see, Bobby Wagner on this injury report for the second day concerns me somewhat, but not really. Not really. Because first off, he's a veteran. He really don't need to be out there practicing for real. All those days, but of course he's the competitor, so he would like to be out there more times than not. But he dealing with an ankle injury, and him being at this age, it could be tricky. He take care of his body and whatnot, but with that ankle injury, we need him to heal up as much as possible for this Saturday game against the Lions. And also, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of days ago, he just was getting his MBA. Yeah, he was in college for his MBA. He just started his classes for it. So and where did I see that at? Yeah. He started his MBA semester at Howard University. So we playing in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, he's still trying to further his education, so life after football, he'll be good. But anyway, I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's too big of a deal. I know they're gonna make it seem like it's a big deal, but it really isn't. We'll see come tomorrow and then on to Friday where he's listed on the list come then. Also, but it was good to see everybody else was either limited or full. And me personally, I believe everybody on this list is going to play come Saturday, except Jordan McGee. Jordan McGee dealing with a hamstring injury. Last week, Coach talked about it. He stated that he pretty much re-injured the hamstring injury he had at first. He tweaked it. So they're going to pretty much try to let that heal up. But it's a soft tissue injury, so the chances of him healing real fast is not likely. But we make it to the Super Bowl, he possibly could play. And we need all the linebacker help we can get because Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu can't play every snap, although they would like to. But moving on, Bobby Wagner, we just talked about Bobby Wagner. He got an ankle injury. He didn't practice. I'm pretty sure it was a Veterans Day rest for him as well. Jamison Crowder, he didn't practice yesterday, but he practiced today. He was limited. We're going to need Jamison Crowder for those punt returns. And, he gives us the spot on the punt returns. Also, Zach Ertz didn't practice yesterday, but he practiced today. He dealing with a rib injury. And I think the rib injury been lingering for a little bit, but he tough. He a competitive. He gonna pretty much fight through that. He know it's all hands on deck right now. DQ stated that as well. So he practiced today. Cleveland Farrell, he been on the list since week 1. So that's nothing new there. Dealing with that same knee, he probably gonna have to take the offseason to get healed up completely. Deron Payne. Now we all seen Deron Payne lead the game against the Buccaneers. He had it was a dislocation of his finger. So they taped him up. He went back out there for a little bit, and then they took him out of the game. He only played like 17, 18 snaps. But he was limited yesterday. He's limited today. I'm sure he's going to play. He never been this far in the playoffs. He been with the Commanders ever since he got drafted. So he never played no division football. Pretty much he never played. So he understand the magnitude of this game. Also, Ben Sinnott, he was limited today as well. Dealing with a shoulder injury, but they ain't using him too much anyway. I mean, they using him as a blocking tight end. John Bates, he was full today. He was full yesterday, and he was full today. He dealing with a shoulder injury. Brandon Coleman, that's one to pay attention to. He was full today. Yesterday, he was listed, but it didn't state if he practiced or if he did or not. But today he was pretty much full. And I don't want to see, especially after that viral clip went out of Zane Gonzalez playing with his hair, putting his helmet back on, putting his helmet back on. He was so nervous when it came down to the game-winning field goal. And eventually he dunked it off the upright and went in, and he made it. We won the game because we wouldn't be here if he didn't do that. So Zane Gonzalez, he's on the injury report today. He was full go. Yesterday he was limited, so that's a good sign. Dominique Hampton was a full go. Today he dealing with a back injury. He been dealing with that for the past couple of weeks or so. Marshawn Lattimore, he's full go. He was full go yesterday too. But I know a lot of y'all get on Marshawn because of the game he had last week, but he's still rusty, man. He was off for a couple of weeks. I'm sure he'll have a better game this week because we're going to need him this week too. So he a full go. That's a good sign. Frankie Louvu showed up on the list again. He a full go. He had a shoulder injury, but he fine. Carson Yankoff, he was dealing with a hamstring injury when they activated him. On his 21 day open. They opened up his 21-day window. So he's a full go. So don't be too alarmed about this list. It's just a standard injury report. Although it's Wednesday, it's more considered of a Thursday, but at the same time, everybody's going to play. Everybody's going to play. Jordan McGee's the only one that's not going to play. Bobby Wagner going to play. Some way, somehow, he going to play. Now, if it goes on Friday, all the way up to Friday, Thursday, Friday, if we don't see him getting no limited, you know what I'm saying, and then to full or he be limited, then I get worried. But, I don't think he's going to miss this game. He knows how big this game is for us. So don't be worried about that. Also, before I go, I want to talk about this game right here is a big game, man. So reports came out that Ben Johnson had turned down the job because he wanted Sam Howell to be the quarterback, and AP told him, nah, we drafting the quarterback. And he turned the job down, and then he also said something along the lines of those guys are just basketball analysts. A bunch of basketball guys that don't know much about football, something along the lines of that. So, this game personal. This game is personal, especially for AP. And if it's personal for AP, it's personal for the Commander. And then Amon St. Brown was talking all that smack last time about De'Ami Brown being drafted before he did and all this woofing. It is what it is. We're going down to Detroit fully healthy. And we coming out with the dub. And I ain't going to talk too much on that because we're going to talk more about that as the week progresses. But yeah, man. Do me a favor. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to this video. Subscribe to the channel. And look forward to more content, man. We're going to talk about it more as we progress into the week. As I do my breakdown as far as like the keys to the game, heading into, Detroit. But yeah, man, that's going to do it for me. Your boy Dream Team Buddha. Appreciate y'all for liking the video, subscribing, and showing me love. It helps. Appreciate y'all. We out. Catch y'all on the next one.